Hey, welcome back. I'm Joe.
I'm Lynn, and we're the feminist couple.
Couple.
And today we're talking about the importance of shared activities, not just for maintaining a relationship, but also for finding someone new.
Right. And we actually found each other by joint thing that we both like to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we were going to let her talk first. But it was about
But
karaoke.
my story is a little bit shorter. Okay, so I was going to karaoke to the same bar all the time as Jimmy's, and one night they just had a band instead of karaoke, and I like doing live band, going to live bands sometimes, but I just really have my heart set on karaoke. So I went to find out who else had karaoke that night, and it was it was Savannah Break, and he does the DJing over there. So I went there, and not only was he there, but some friends from Jimmy's were there, including one of my friends who had been banned. But so she was there. So he was telling me how much he loved my songs, and they needed more singers, and I should come back. And so I did keep coming back, and we ended up all singing at the same table, well, except for Joe. He was at his DJ booth, but um, we got to get to know each other, and that's the great thing about um, meeting someone through shared activities. You get to know them a little bit. You can see how they act with other people, um, with friends.
All right, so I'm going to tell you about how me and Lynn met. And it goes along with what we're talking about, was how you can find things to do that are great for being in a couple. Like you want to find things that you and your spouse um, enjoy together. Now, me and her both already loved karaoke, and that's how we ended up meeting. And I'm a DJ. I do DJing and karaoke, and she wanted to come out and do some karaoke. Um, she told you her story about how they had a band, and so she came out. And so I ended up seeing her, and she came out, and like, I'm always great to see any new singers. I mean, I love seeing new singers. But she just, when she sang all the songs I loved, all the songs that other people do not sing, um, songs I'm too scared to sing, but I would love to sing. But it wasn't just that, it was her being herself. She wasn't out there trying to find a guy. And I wasn't trying to find anybody. Although, in this point of what I'm trying to make, it's more for her because she came out to where I was working and she was just out there to have fun, just to sing karaoke and have fun. So I got to see her singing in her element, or her, yeah, element, I guess I could say,
Yeah.
but doing what she loved, doing what she wanted to do, and seeing her talk and mingle with her friends, who actually ended up being my friends too. We had mutual friends, which we didn't know until we met. But that's how we met, basically. I mean, she came out singing, and she ended up, I'm like, oh, I love the way you sing. I love the songs you sing. You got to come out. We need more singers. I'd love to have you come out. And I tell a lot of people that. But with her, like, I like really wanted her to come back out. Because I did. It wasn't love at first sight, but it was definitely attraction at first sight. And, but so she came out again and again, and then it wasn't until later that I like was really like, okay, I really like this girl, I really do. I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm gonna ask her. Like, should I ask her? I don't know, but I said yes. I was like, yes, I gotta ask her. It worked. I'm
Well,
like,
I already liked him at that point, so.
so I asked her. I'm like, would you get mad? Like, would it be okay if I kissed you? Now, at this point, most of the people in the bar were gone. So I wasn't so scared. It was mostly me and her. And actually, there were other people, but at that point, all I was seeing was her. So it was just me and her in the bar. Okay, but basically the whole point of it was that it was about doing something that we both love doing, and that's how we met. And even if you're not with somebody, and like I was just talking about, we were not together at that point. Like that's how we met. Now together, we still sing karaoke because I mean I'm still a DJ. She still loves karaoke. I still love karaoke. Even if I wasn't a DJ and I had a different job, then we would still go sing karaoke at places because that's something we love to do, and we feel like, and it's not just us feeling it. It's studies show that you hear the term a family that plays together stays together. I like to say it's a family that sings together stays together, but it's all the same concept. It's like if you're doing something you love together and you're having fun doing it, you're going to be happy. You're going to stick together. I mean, it's not written in stone. You're not definitely going to stay together, but your chances are way better if you're doing something you both love doing. Okay, so I first got into karaoke when I had some friends that were trying to get me to get out of my shell because I pretty much just stuck at home, didn't do anything, didn't meet anybody new, didn't make any new experiences, just stay at home. And they're like, Joe, you got to get out. And so they talked me into going out, and we found an awesome bar in South Carolina. I'll tell you the name in a little bit. You gotta listen to find out the name. But they ended up doing some karaoke, and they're like, Joe, you gotta come sing with us. And so I'm being a good friend, well, a friend, I was like, okay, sure. And so I jumped over there and sang. And I had some people that were like, oh, Joe, well, you're a great singer. Okay, so I ended up having a good time singing karaoke, and they ended up talking me into singing more. And I found out that it was something that I had always loved music. I had had something happen that took me away from music a long time ago, and I was scared to get back to it. So with them getting me out there to do karaoke, it was really great to get me back into music. And even though I never thought I was a singer, still don't know if I'm a singer. But I got a lot of encouragement. Karaoke was really great, and the people I met were great for encouragement. And I found out that doing karaoke was an awesome way to not only be able to get my feelings out, but also a good way to meet people. And I was very shy and scared to go and talk to people. So for some reason, singing karaoke, it made it a lot easier for me. Instead of just going up to somebody and say, hey, my name's Joe, what's your name? How's the weather? It was easier just to go up and say, hey, would you like to go sing a song with me? Like, I want to do a duet. Would you want to do this duet? It was really good way to meet people. So single guys, single ladies, great way. Like, go out there and tell them, hey, you want to sing a song with me? Good way to meet them. Because that's what you want to do. You want to meet them. You don't want to just jump in there and say, hey, will you marry me? You don't want to do that. No, that's bad. So you want to get to know them and stuff like we did. Like, we met through karaoke and stuff. Her coming out and singing, and she kept coming out, and I loved her to death. And so we ended up getting to know each other as friends before we got into a relationship. So we're not saying that's the way to do it. I mean, but it's definitely a good way to do it. Not everybody's going to have love at first sight. And it's basically finding something. You don't really have to find anything other than just know what you like. Do what you like. Go out there. You don't want to do it alone. Like, so if it's, you like watching TV alone. Okay, that's not what we're talking about. I mean, I love watching TV. Yes, I love that. But we're talking about getting out there. Like, they broke me out. Like, I was scared. I didn't want to go out and meet people. So my friends talked me into going out and doing karaoke, which scared me to death because I did not think I was a singer, even though I was in the choir for years. And it just, it scared me to sing in front of public. I mean, and most people will get that feeling when they go up there, like, oh, crud, I gotta sing karaoke now. It's my turn. Oh man. And they're like, oh shoot, everybody's looking at me. Okay, can I sit in the corner? You'd be surprised how many times I hear that. Can I sit in the corner?
Drinking by itself does not count as an activity. So that's why when they say bars don't work, that's what they mean. Just going to singles bars and just hitting on the first person you see. No, you're still in kind of date seeking mode, and you're not being yourself. You're not being genuine. So yeah, that's not gonna. That's the good thing about doing getting out there and doing fun activities is you can be yourself. The other people that you're hanging out with are being themselves. There's more of a genuine connection. And so karaoke, so there's karaoke, there's dart tournaments if you're into that, there's billiards. But if you don't drink, you don't like bars, that's okay too. You can find, like, there are meetup.com groups with all kinds of different hobbies. Like, some people get together and play board games with other people. There's all kinds of stuff. You could take a dance class, ballroom dancing, or just anything, as long as it's something that'll get you out of the house, something that is fun to do. You can meet new people. Okay, so in addition to shared activities being a good way to meet people that you already have in common, and you can see them in their own natural element and see how they act around their friends and your friends and so forth.
And they're not trying.
Yeah, they're not trying too hard, not trying to impress you, they're just being themselves. So, so in addition to that, also, if you're already in a relationship, you want, I'm not saying that all your hobbies have to be the same. You can have separate interests, that's fine. But you have to have at least one shared activity to do together. You have to have some fun.
And
together.
ladies, don't make the guys go to operas. Please don't do that.
Unless he really
And guys,
loves
don't
opera.
make the ladies go to monster truck rallies.
Yeah, so the idea is to force your significant other to go to some place that they're gonna hate. But you might want to consider broadening your horizons and trying new things.
Exactly.
Yeah, trying new things.
So you could ask them. I mean, just don't do that every time. So whenever the guy says no for like the 10th time, and I do not want to go to the opera, I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to go to opera. And I'm pretty sure guys, she doesn't want to go to that monster truck rally. Some of those women do, though. We have no idea. It just depends on their type.
Some men really love opera. Okay. Well, let's not stereotype. There are men who love the opera.
Yes, that's true. Yes,
and there are women who love monster truck rallies for some odd reason. So
and we love all of y'all.
But the point is to find something that you both love. And if you can't think of anything that you both love, try new things. Keep trying new things until you figure it out. So, because you need to have some fun together. And so that brings us to what the experts are saying. And the experts will definitely say there's research that looked at couples who did shared activities together, had certain date nights where they had some shared activities, and they found that those couples had closer relationships with more relationship satisfaction. And then they went and they did a follow-up 3 months later and looked at the same couples, and it still held. So it's good news. And anyway, I'll put more details in a link in the video description. And as always, if you liked this video, like and share. and we'll end it with a little song, a little piece of a song. Bye.
I can be heard, even sing all